not only that, but because, like, you know, if they had just stopped it at being a choose-your-own-adventure game and then just chose one ending to be, like, the canon ending, I think that would have been better. But then they go with, like, oh, here's the true ending where everything you did doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I don't like it when games do that. I've never
Yeah.
have.
It did, yeah, it's kind of, like, counter to the whole thing.
Yeah, it was just annoying. But now, on to something that's not annoying. Tidal Tempest's present theme. So good.
It's so good.
Love Tidal Tempest's theme. So good. Then again, the soundtrack, like that, everyone always says, like, the one consistent thing that's always good in Sonic games is the soundtrack, and that is true.
Yeah, there's a lot of very notable songs.
Yep.
Throughout the series that go off for no reason.
Man, this song goes pretty hard for a song about in a game about a blue rodent trying to stop a man shaped like an egg. But
so yeah,
I think the only soundtrack I really don't like is Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because Sonic 4 Episode 1, they were trying to go for, like, oh, Genesis twang with modern instruments, but they didn't.
It just sounds most lifeless.
Yeah, it sounds so lifeless. The only Episode 2 had a better soundtrack. It also didn't help that the what is it called? It didn't help that Sonic 4 Episode 1's boss music was super boring.
Yeah.
It's just one note, and they use it briefly in Episode 2, but then they're like, okay, no, we know people don't like this one, so let's go to the actual, like, ramped up boss music that everyone likes. 'Cause I'm a sucker for boss music.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, through all the Sonic games you've seen me play, which one would you say is your favorite soundtrack?
Favorite soundtrack? Oh, either... I think it might be CD. Wait, was Classic Sonic or All Sonic?
All Sonic.
All Sonic? Oh. Not gonna lie, Unleashed nighttime themes do go like way too hard. I love them.
They are good.
So,
especially everyone's favorite.
That needs to die.
Why didn't they just make jazz remixes of all the themes?
Yeah, for real. Just make a flipping battle version of the world themes, because it's just like it's a completely different tone. Like you're just vibing, yeah. You're like enjoying listening to like whatever place you're at, and then suddenly it's like okay.
Yeah.
Especially because combat happens a lot in those segments.
Yeah, combat happens way too much, and it's like it drowns out the good music. But yeah, Unleashed is definitely a top one for me in terms of soundtracks. Endless Possibilities is good. My Dear My Friend is also really good for a credits theme.
Yeah. It's so good.
But if I have to go with my favorite soundtrack, it's also from Sonic Colors, just original Sonic Colors. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
The orchestral.
Yeah, Sonic Colors has
great.
a lot of songs as well.
And especially the like different themes of each of the parts of the park are just so good.
Yeah.
Favorite has to go to Aquarium Park.
Yeah, Aquarium Park's my favorite as well.
Aquarium Park is good, and then I also like what is it called? Planet Wisp.
Yeah, I like Planet Risk.
Terminal
First heard it in...
Velocity is good.
There's like a song in like every game that I really like, though, at the very least.
Yeah, the Sonic is consistently good in the music department. It always will. And I honestly think it always will be, so long as Tomoyo Otani and Jun Senoue are inside the company of Sega.
Yeah. I think Shadow the Hedgehog's like music is actually real good. I really like a lot of it. Like I Am, a lot of the credit music. Maybe not All Hail Shadow.
See, I know most people like All Hail Shadow more, but I like Never Turn Back more.
Yeah, I think what is it? Waking Up or something?
Yeah, Waking Up is good. I love Waking
Up. That's probably like my favorite of a lot of the credits music for that game. I also like Restopolis, so that's probably why I'm slightly more charitable to the game than most.
Fair.
Like the music, I mean.
In terms of music from Shadow, Never Turn Back, Lost Colony is pretty good. Not Lost Colony, Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Is very serene, even if hunting down the artificial chaoses is annoying.
Yeah, no, fuck that for real. I think that's ironically the worst part of Shadow.
I still think the worst part of Shadow is the last mission when you're in the comet.
Oh?
Everything looks the same.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to get lost and confused. I remember getting lost in it for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the comet stage, but honestly, in terms of music for Shadow, I'm not the biggest, fan of it. The credits themes are all pretty good, except for the grunge metal one.
That's what I meant. No, not All Hail Shadow. That one is, it's extreme.
It's too edgy for Edgy the Hedgy.
It is. It doesn't sound like anything else in the game.
And it's the pure evil ending theme too, so it's like, man, they really wanted you to be edgy.
For real.
But Never Turn Back is a good one for me, and then Lost Impact.
Which one's Lost Impact again?
That's the one where you're going through the colony and it's falling apart. The one.
Oh yeah.
I think that's also where you have to race Sonic / find the computer room.
Yeah. That's good.
No, wait, no. I think it's just you race Sonic. Find the computer room is the next one.
There's too many. There's too many levels in that game.
There are way too many levels. There are 300 and frickin' I think 64 paths you can do to endings. And for some odd reason, the game decided we're gonna keep track of every single one.
Yeah.
But
it has different names for the different combinations you can make.
I know. And they all have names too. Somebody had to sit down and come up with 364 names.
Who thought of this?
I don't know. But I commend them.
I honestly feel like that whole concept should have been made in like a different game that didn't have to conform to like a previously established Sonic canon, basically.
Yeah, it also doesn't help. Like, it really messed with Gerald Robotnik's character.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest gripe I have with Shadow the Hedgehog. Is like, let us honor Professor Gerald's memory. Hello, he tried to blow up the planet because you killed his granddaughter.
Yeah, the guy,
he went certifiably insane. He went certifiably insane.
And he was able to record his last words while just about being executed. which somehow shouldn't have been possible.
No. He didn't record them. The military recorded it for records. But he did record what he, in Shadow the Hedgehog, he did record, like, oh, here's what I made the Eclipse Cannon for. because I contacted an alien to finish my Ultimate Life Form project. He's gonna eat the planet. I built the thing so then we can blow up his home. Never mind the fact that I still, like, to this day, I joke about this with Savarts all the time. I just want to see a world where Gerald Robotnik got his revenge and the colony crashes into the Earth, and the devil arms come, like what, 2 years later, and the planet's just destroyed, and they're like, what the heck happened?
I know, yeah.
I just want to see that. Please, show me that. I want to laugh my butt off.
I can just imagine flipping Black Doom in his voice say, this isn't how we imagined this would go.
Ah yes, Devil Black Doom, voiced by Goku.
That must have killed his throat. No, to do that voice?
I don't know, because, I mean, he's still capable of doing the screams pretty well in Dragon Ball, and you think that would hurt his voice more.
That's true. I guess he's an experienced actor. Maybe he was the only one who could do it.
I wouldn't say that, because
so
a lot of
it...
Yeah, this is probably my favorite of the special stage background themes.
If Wilson doesn't assault my eyes.
Like the last one does, with its Technicolor.
Yeah. It was psychedelic flipping. He fell over.
Oh no, I've fallen and I can't get up. I need life alert.
This board, like, it just reminds me of Mario Kart.
That's what they were going with, because at the time, because remember, Super Mario Kart was released around this time. I think, what, Super Mario Kart was 91, 92?
Oh yeah, yeah. It is around this time period.
In terms of, Alright, Title Tempest, good future. But, what are your opinions on the storybook games?
The storybook games? So I've not properly played, what's it called? Secret Rings? Because I didn't get it at first. It was one of the first Wii games I ever got, but I didn't understand how to play it, so I got rid of it. But I have seen Stivarts play through the whole thing, and I think it's okay. I like parts of it. I like some of the ideas for it. I'm more of a fan of Black Knight, because I played that and I did understand that, and I think it's one of my favorite Sonic games, period.
I mean, biggest gripe I have with Sonic Secret Rings is the control scheme. It's bad.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I agree.
Very bad control scheme.
It is terrible.
If they had gone with what they did with Black Knight, I think people would like it more.
Yeah.
But as it stands, no. For me, it's borderline unplayable.
Yeah. I mean, I literally couldn't play it.
It's why I haven't done a playthrough on the game yet. And technically, I'm using. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Savarts' playthrough of it. I don't know if he still has it listed.
Whoa, I didn't even think he would unlist it.
He unlisted a couple things.
Oh, okay.
But, like, in terms of that playthrough, I remember I made a comment along the lines of, like, yeah, this is my playthrough of Sonic and the Secret Rings as well, because I don't like the game.
So if he still has it, just link to that and say, yeah, this is my playthrough.
I was a co-host on it. It counts.
That is correct. It does count as a professional co-host.
See, I knew the co-host would understand me. I hate this boss. Although it's not that bad. It's not that bad when compared to the one in Metropolis Zone, which Sonic 2 pretty much took for that boss for this one. Only it's more bubbly Eggmans and you're not in water, but also Metropolis Zone in Sonic 2 just sucks.
Yeah. I do actually like the idea of using the air bubbles. Because it's an interesting way of like making sure you don't drown in this boss fight, but also giving you something to do.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of this game is very clever, and I really appreciate a lot of what it tries to do, even if at times it's a bit dodgy.
Yeah. But it could be worse. We've had a lot worse with executions failing in Sonic games. Looking at the Kinect.
Yeah.
Alright, time for Quartz Quadrants.
Oh, so good looking.
It looks cool. I love the idea, and it's like all a huge mining facility and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this song. Sorry, I was just listening. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do appreciate a lot of the attention to detail with like how we haven't really spoken of it, but like how the music changes each time you go back to the past or to the future. The fact there's a story to like the whole world that is like not said anywhere. It's just like it's shown. You see it in the background what's going on. I guess the manual probably says it, but you know.
Yeah.
Who reads manuals?
I do. I miss game manuals.
I do too, for real.
Like, we need game manuals back. I miss them so much. Especially because
they have such charm.
Not only that, but the game discs and the Switch ones especially are like, hey, we don't got anything inside here.
Yeah, this is so empty. But yes, the Switch don't even justify its size.
Yeah, I know. The Switch one is like the biggest waste of plastic.
Well.
Which is why I find it funny, which is like, especially because in the Switch design for the cases, there's a little fold that does hold tiny manuals that only like indie games tend to publish it.
I didn't even notice. Hold up, let me. It does. You can put a book in here or paper. I'm so sad.
I love that I could hear it close.
Yeah, I had a couple games right next to me, so.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's so upsetting. I miss game manuals, especially. I don't miss the time when game manuals told the entire story of the plot. Like,
yeah.
I don't miss that, but I miss like the little Easter eggs and the little details they put inside the manuals, and the art too. It was so good.
Yes, the art was so good.
That's
I
what
I learned the size of Pikmin in the Pikmin 1 manual. It measured it.
See, I miss manuals so much, but like I understand why they stopped doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But the least they can do is reversible covers. Then, in the case of no manuals.
Yeah.
Which some games do. Sony is actually pretty good with that for their first party titles, at least. But in terms of like everything else, nah. I've seen a lot of companies just phone in on their stuff.
Mm-hmm. You just want to get the game out.
Yep, they just want to get the game out. Alright.
Boing.
Boing.
Oh yeah, another. Wait, so actually, I'm not too certain if I'm correct. I was gonna say another aspect that shows this was clearly made before Sonic 2 is the shield types on is varied, but I'm not sure that's a Sonic 3 thing actually.
There's a Sonic 3 thing, but in terms of how the shields go off, like the design of them, like when you're using a shield, is Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Because the what is it called? The Sonic 1 shield animation is different from the Sonic 2, 3, and Mania 1.
I didn't even know it.
Yep. This one uses more of the Sonic 1 version of the shield. I like this one too for the backgrounds, actually.
Oh yeah, the cityscape.
Especially like the big red pillars that are like encasing the city.
Yeah, it's like a big old dome.
Yep.
It's funny that it's still water. It looks like it should be a bottomless pit.
Something's telling me it probably was supposed to be, but they didn't want to do a bottomless pit because that would be...
It would change the whole thing.
Yeah. And there I go.
Oh, damn. Barely didn't touch the platform.
Yeah. Alright. Time for Quartz Quadrant 2.
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Quartz Quadrant has just like CD is just a very strong soundtrack in general. I believe it was done by Jun Senoi.
Well, for the Japanese one, anyway.
Yeah, for the Japanese one. The North American one was different.
I've actually not listened to the North American one yet.
Only one that's really, like... that, to me, is memorable. Because, fun fact, because I realized we didn't actually talk about this in Palm Tree Panic. This playthrough of Sonic CD was actually the first time I've ever actually fully beaten Sonic CD. I never grew... I never grew up with a Sega CD. In fact, I never had one. So I never played Sonic CD growing up. And I never, I played through Palm Tree Panic in this version of the game back when I got it in 2011. Didn't understand how the time mechanics work because... Fun fact, the way to travel in the past was a little bit different in terms of, like, how the physics were when this port first launched. So they had to patch it. And I played it when it first came out, and I'm like, I don't like this, so I only played through Palm Tree Panic and never looked back. So, yeah, this was actually the first time I ever beat and fully got through Sonic CD myself.
It was the first time for many people. However, you will not experience that, the audience.
Yep. Boing.
Oh,
Keikaku Dori. Translator's note, Keikaku means plan.
My favorite fan translation.
It's so dumb.
Why didn't you just say the word? Just say,
Why did you
according
just
to plan.
I know, why didn't you just type it out? Why did you have to? The time of fan dubs was wild. Fan dubs and fan subs was wild. I still remember early One Piece where they went hard with the fan subtitles, and they were awesome.
Oh.
I'll show you an example after this playthrough, because like they'd make the attacks of people based on like which character was saying the attack. Like they would make the text unique to that character for the attacks.
Oh, that's so good. I like that. I appreciate that a lot.
I miss that. Nowadays, people don't really do that, and I cry every day because of it.
An actual professional.
Still, though, with the fan sub of Keikaku Dori is still like the weirdest thing. All according to Keikaku.
You don't understand. It has nuances that the word plan just doesn't convey.
You know what's sad? People probably would actually argue that nowadays. Even though it's like, you know, localization is a thing that needs to be done for reasons, because certain things actually do not translate.
Yeah. Like, yeah, things need to... Because it doesn't one-to-one. It's a completely not related language.
Yeah. Especially when people translate Japanese words into curse words. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's always, like, messes with me. Because, like, they don't have the same equivalent of swearing in Japanese language.
Yeah, not... Well, they do nowadays with katakana, but, like, in native Japanese language, no.
Yeah.
No, they do not.
Like, all you need with swears, necessarily if you're localizing it, is if, like, you're trying to convey the emotion. Yeah. It's not like they are, like, because I remember back when I had to watch, because I've seen the whole Sonic X anime, right? One of the few I've seen. And I saw some of the episodes in sub, and I was thinking, why is this literal child swearing so much?
Yep. So close.
Oh.
If I had grabbed that, I could have grabbed the last UFO. That's the worst part about this. I'm grabbing all but one UFO, usually.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Just needed more time. If the water didn't drain so much time, it would be great.
Yeah. But like at the same time, if I really wanted to, and I didn't find this out until after this playthrough, if you end up actually exiting the game and then entering again when you're in a special stage, instead of going to the next zone, you'll just restart that special stage.
Yeah.
Which means, like, yeah, but that's not it's not the way people intended it, and some purists are kind of like, they don't like that, but heck, maybe I would
like it.
Yeah, anything that makes it easier for the player and more convenient is fine by me.
Yeah, not it's more a convenience thing rather than like a pure hardcore easiness. I know like some people, you know, like if you don't do it first time, you like start over type thing, but like, I mean, the option at least should be there, I think. I do think custom difficulty should be more of a thing in games.
Oh, I agree. Like, the whole, like, oh, there shouldn't be an easy mode always baffles me. Because, like, it's not affecting you. Like, if they're dumbing down the entire game to make it easy, I can somewhat understand it. But if it's a mode that you can choose between, like, normal and then easy mode, why do you care?
Yeah, for real.
I love the concept of this. Yeah, I know, I love the concept of this boss. It's like, he's grinding down, but at the time, I didn't realize what exactly I was doing with this boss. I thought I was supposed to be hitting him, because I'm like, hey, these are the pillars. This is another thing. That's a reused asset from Sonic 1.
Oh,
that's the final,
I thought I recognized.
Yeah, that's the final zone pillars that he's gonna try. That he tries to crush Sonic with.
He may have made a mistake by putting it on the conveyor belt.
Well, no, he didn't make the mistake, because remember, I hit him. The boss actually doesn't start until you hit Robotnik. And cause this to get until it gets unlatched. Right?
I love this music.
Yeah, this music is so weird.
It is. I just imagine Eggman's actually just playing this like from speakers.
Just with the evil laugh included.
Yeah. This is mixtape.
This is mixtape.
Oh. I definitely get that energy from classic Eggman.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like it when villains can be comedic.
Mm-hmm.
But there has to be a balance. Like, otherwise,
yeah,
if they're pure comedy, then they're not threatening.
Yeah, especially if, like, they are meant to be doing, like, these big, you know, trying to destroy planets type thing, or whatever he's doing to this thing. What's he doing again? He's just mining it, right?
He's basically turning Little Planet into his own, like, mining planet, like, for resources, but also, like, to get control of the entire planet.
Yeah.
Because Little Planet only appears every couple of years above a lake, so he's like, okay, I'm going to capture this planet, and then I'm going to mine it for all its resources and turn it into a new base. Heck, in Sonic 4 Episode 2, he captures Little Planet again and turns it into the Death Egg Mark II.
I didn't realize that was Little Planet.
Yep, that's Little Planet. Because he has a hard-on for destroying Little Planet, apparently.
Of course, it's a whole tiny planet. He gets to say, he can legally say he destroyed a planet, and it will also not be much work compared to like an actual planet.
Fair.
Also, it means he doesn't get to ruin the planet he wants to build Eggman Land on as much.
I mean, it didn't stop him in Lost World.
That is true. However, actually, what? He's just draining its life force or something, right?
Yeah, he drains its life force.
What does that even mean? What does it do to a planet?
Like, the way I think of it when it's like, oh, the life force, I think because it looked like the life stream from Final Fantasy VII, so I'm like, okay, it's just like the ability for the planet to generate heat with magma, or its ability to...
yeah, it's all energy, basically.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to be a Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, check out the top link for a playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles for the Sega Genesis. And if 3D Sonic is more of your thing, check out the bottom link for a playthrough of Sonic Colors Ultimate on an Xbox Series X.